Hey, what's happening, y'all? It's me coming back at you again with another vid. It looks like Dillian Whyte has lost his number one ranking with the WBC due to the fact that he declined the final title eliminator invitation to fight Luis King Kong Ortiz. And this is according to Mauricio Suleiman, the WBC president. Now, Suleiman also went on record to say that the Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder fight is more likely going to happen. Whatnot. And according to this report on Daily Mail, and I think it's also reported on World Boxing News, let's see. According to World Boxing News, the WBC will now permit Tyson Fury to challenge Deontay Wilder in November, so they have given it a thumbs up and be ready to go. Once everything goes well for Tyson Fury against Francisco Pianeta, a fight that's going to be almost a week and a half away from now. So, which is on scheduled for the 18th, I believe. No. Actually, it's coming up. Yeah, the 18th, which is next Saturday. Okay, so about 1 week away, just about. So anyhow, let me see. Suleiman says that, quote, that Whyte is the holder of the WBC silver belt and was offered a final elimination bout against Ortiz, and he did not want to fight. So with that said, he forfeits his status as a number one challenger. They call it the mandatory status, but he's actually the number one challenger, but I don't know why they call it that. But the fact is here's the thing. I know some of the people are going to run around, Dillian Whyte fanboys, or AKA Joshua fanboys, are going to run around saying, well, Dillian Whyte had every right to decline that offer because the WBC screwed him when he fought in an elimination bouts, which I understand that situation, I do. But according to the rules, which I shown in one of my previous hangouts a few months back, or maybe about 3-4 months back, is that the WBC Silver Championship does not gain you the mandatory status. It does not do that, okay? All it does is it gives you the ranking, a high ranking within the WBC. And with that title, it does give you a shot at a final eliminator, which Eddie Hearn was well aware of in one of the interviews that he stated. But nonetheless, of course, the discrepancy is that, wait a minute, if we get into the final eliminator, we should be the number one mandatory, not the number two mandatory. I get all that. But it does kind of look somewhat bad on Dillian Whyte because here's the reason. The reason is because, one, if he had gone through the eliminator, he's the one who said that, hey, I'll beat Luis Ortiz far better than Deontay Wilder. He's an 80-year-old man. That's what Dillian Whyte said. And now all of a sudden they had a problem with the opponent initially. And this is Eddie Hearn on record. Initially they had a problem with Luis Ortiz, and then they tried to compromise with the WBC and say, hey, look, we'll fight him unless we get the first mandatory status. Fair enough. But again, not only you pulled out a one final eliminator, which is against Kubrat Pulev, you pulled out two of them with the WBC. And he went on to fight Joseph Parker, as said. Now, my question is, was that even a final title eliminator bout? Because I know Eddie Hearn was pushing for the WBO to approve it as a final title eliminator. I'm not sure if that actually went through or was finalized. But the fact is that Dillian Whyte pulled out two different title eliminators. One against Ortiz, obviously, and one against Pulev. But anyhow, despite that, he still might get the Joshua rematch in April next year anyway. So, yeah. But anyways, let me know what your thoughts about this. I'm out. Peace.